What if the secret to a long, happy life wasn't some big, complicated secret at all? What if it was a philosophy you could start living like today? Well, we're going to dive into a really profound Japanese concept that might just hold that answer. It's called Ikigai. I mean, it's the ultimate question, isn't it? We all wonder about it. Is it about making more money, being famous, or is it just plain luck? Turns out, the answer might be something completely different. And you'll find it, of all places, on a small island in Japan called Okinawa. Now, this place is famous for being one of the world's blue zones. These are spots on the globe where people live exceptionally long, healthy, and genuinely happy lives. So what's going on over there? Well, get this. Their secret isn't some magic pill or a special gene they all have. Nope. It's something way more accessible. It's a philosophy, a whole way of life that's just woven into the fabric of their culture. And this single idea is right at the heart of why they live so long and so well. It's the reason they wake up in the morning feeling like they have a purpose. All right, so what is this thing? Ikigai is so much more than just a cool-sounding word. It's basically a framework for living a life that actually feels meaningful. First off, it's pronounced Ikigai, and what it means is quite simply your reason for being. Just think about that for a second. It's the thing that gets you to jump out of bed in the morning, not because you have to, but because you want to. It's your life's purpose. Now, your Ikigai isn't found in just one of these things. The real magic happens at the intersection of all four. It's that perfect sweet spot where your personal passions and your unique talents meet what the world actually needs and, yes, what someone is willing to pay you for. Finding that balance is everything. When you do, you're not just working a job anymore. You're living out your purpose. Your passion turns into your mission. Your profession feels like a genuine calling. And that's a feeling of deep, profound fulfillment. But okay, finding your Ikigai is really just the beginning. To truly live it, you have to build a lifestyle around it, one that's supported by a few key pillars of a purposeful life. These are the actual habits that the people of Okinawa live by every day. And we're not talking about hitting the gym for 2 hours or going on silent meditation retreats. It's about weaving these simple but really powerful principles into your daily routine. Let's just take retirement. Here in the West, we often see it as the finish line, right? A complete stop. But the Ikigai philosophy says you should never really retire. You just keep doing what you love, contributing your purpose to the world for as long as you possibly can. Another huge pillar is this Okinawan principle, hara hachibu. I love this. It's a super simple form of mindful eating. The rule is eat until you're about 80% full. It's a small change with a massive impact on your long-term health. And it doesn't stop there. Building a strong community, what they call a moai in Okinawa, is absolutely vital. Same goes for finding flow. That mental state where you're just completely absorbed in what you're doing. This mix of connection and mindfulness is a game changer for reducing stress and boosting joy. Now, it's really important to understand this. Ikigai is not some rigid, step-by-step formula you follow to magically find happiness. It's just not how it works. See, the book this philosophy comes from is more of a gentle philosophical guide than a practical manual. And yeah, some might look at that and say the lack of a strict checklist is a weakness, but honestly, that's also its greatest asset. It's just packed with real wisdom from real people, and that's incredibly inspiring. And that brings us to the most important message of all. Discovering your Ikigai is a deeply personal journey. It's about self-exploration. There is no one-size-fits-all solution, and frankly, that's the whole beauty of it. So, let's bring all this back to you. How can you start applying this gentle, uplifting wisdom to your own life? It really boils down to 3 powerful ideas. First, just slow down. In a world that's constantly demanding you to speed up, make a conscious choice to slow down. Second, actively look for and live with purpose, whatever that means for you. And finally, learn to find real joy in the small, everyday moments, not just the big achievements. Because ultimately, that's what the Ikigai philosophy is all about. A long life isn't really the goal if it isn't also a happy and meaningful one. And these simple principles, they are the keys to having both. And so, that leaves us with that one essential question to ask ourselves. What truly gets you out of bed in the morning? What is your reason for being? What is your Ikigai?